So coronavirus has affected me through work, through being able to go away and travel, being able not to go to the football. So yeah, generally it's just meant stay at home.
Mixed, I guess, is the first word that comes to my mind. For me, probably like anyone, right at the start, it was the challenge between trying to understand and grasp what was actually happening.
Coronavirus has affected us in a number of ways, I guess in all components of my life, just like it has everybody.
Probably didn't handle it well in the first couple of weeks where I was, I'm sure like many others, where you're a bit frustrated and annoyed and anxious of what's happening next. So it probably took me a couple of weeks to really get my head around it.
I've been following the footy my whole life, and I guess, my earliest memories would be when I was probably 6 years old, which that's 45 years ago now. Going down to Cardinia Park, my father's a Geelong supporter, standing on a mountain of squashed beer cans, and not being, and it was all standing room.
Well, I'm 53 years old. I've probably been seriously following it for 30 plus years. So a long time.
But we'd go to the footy a lot. We'd travel to all of those, at the time, suburban grounds. Probably my most vivid memory would be when I was 11 years old, 1980 grand final I got to go to. The Tigers beat Collingwood by 81 points, which was a terrific moment. So all my life.
Yeah, it's been a bit boring really without footy, so watched lots of replays of last year's footy, even the 2017 grand final. So that's how I sort of managed to fill in the gap without footy.
Hands down, miss that face-to-face contact, the environment that is enjoyable. There's banter, there's professionalism. It's just the footy clubs are pretty special places that you don't really get in any other workplace. That I certainly miss that.
Is it the same watching footy from home than at the game? Not really.
I think it's harder. I feel more nervous when I'm watching it on the tally than I do at the game. So I'm almost a bit apprehensive before games. I think when you're there, you can yell and you can scream and you can see what's going on in a wider view than you can see on the television. So yeah, I'm probably more nervous watching it on the television than I am when I'm at the game.
Is footy important? Absolutely. For the reasons mentioned, that love of the game, the connection with family and friends, a reason or an opportunity to get together.
Yeah, footy is important. It's funny because it's only a sport, but yeah, I really just enjoy the escape of going to the ground, mixing with people, the elation of winning, the feeling of losing. So yeah, it just gives me a bit of an escape from everyday life.
I was obviously started at the age of 6, and it was always a dream to play AFL, and I got the opportunity to do that, and I was fortunate enough to do that for a number of years. And for me, it's been the main constant in my life the whole way through. It's always been there, and no matter what life issue or whatever I'm faced with personally, business-wise, family, no matter what the issue, there's always been football.
Yeah, just a magic moment. Once again, that game was full of great moments, but that was the point at which we realised that's it, we're in the grand final. When he kicked that goal, and then the footage of the guys, and when the siren went, to hear Richo, he's as emotionally involved as anybody in the Richmond Football Club, and to hear him screaming, "You can't believe we're in the grand final," I think that's what we all felt.
The Tigers are in the grand final! Can you believe it? I can't. What a comeback it's been for the Tigers. Prestia, 40 metres out. Dion Prestia, the human meatball. He's done it.
Gives me goosebumps as the siren goes. But yeah, you got Tom Lynch, who's come from Gold Coast, never played in a final series in his life, and all of a sudden he's kicked 5 in a prelim. Prestia, who we picked up a couple of years earlier, kicks the sealer. And the game that we looked like we were going to lose at half time, we end up winning quite easily.
And they get to a second grand final in 3 seasons.
Good hands out towards Martin. Clever, well done. Gets to Bolton, and that's a lovely looking kick, and he's kicked his second.
Yeah, just an odd feeling, round 1 2020. You know, Tigers went on and won quite well, but just no crowd. You can hear the players calling out and telling each other what to do. So, and just the shot of the seats and nobody sitting in them. I mean, that just doesn't happen at Richmond games. Usually there would be 80 or 90,000 at that game.